Park on your street. I must have been.
Okay, this is my bride. Hey, don't get too carried away.
how wonderful. Thank you, Elise. Welcome, friends gathered in the sanctuary on Zoom and later on our YouTube channel. It is so good to be together. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Franklin, to the mountains of western North Carolina and northeast Georgia, and the ancestral home of the Cherokee people. We're a lay-led congregation of progressive minds and caring connections for over 53 years. My name is Mary Teslow, and I'm delighted to be your service leader this morning. We extend a warm welcome to those who may be visiting with us today for the first time or returning after a while. We're so glad you're with us and look forward to getting to know you better. There'll be an opportunity to introduce yourself later in the service, and we can sign up for our newsletter in the guest book in the foyer. As we gather each Sunday, we take a moment to greet each other on Zoom and here in the sanctuary. Affectionately, the Zoomies and the Roomies. Roomies, please rise in body or spirit for our wave hello and stay standing for our gathering song. Roomies, please turn to your right and with camera above the door and wave, and you'll see the Zoomies wave back to us. Wonderful. And now Miss Jude with our Spirit of Life.
Spirit of Life. And if you're visiting, we are learning it in sign language, so just kind of watch and look around, and part of our welcoming community. So we are going to tackle Spanish, I promise. We started that last year and didn't finish. So here we go. See when the music comes up.
Spirit of life.
We got a hold on cue from the tech table, but that was a great warm up. Here we go.
This simple act of connection reminds us that despite our distance, we're all part of one loving community. As a lay-led congregation, we appreciate all our volunteers, including our Sunday service team, Warren, Ben, Edgar, Penny on Zoom, Jude for our music, Claire for our YouTube channel, our greeters Barbara and Bill, hospitality, Dana, Jeff, Karen, with the help from Charisma and Harmony. Announcements for the fellowship and the community will begin with Zoom if there's any announcements. Please be sure to keep up to date by checking the UU View, our website, and the bulletin board downstairs in Celebration Hall. As respiratory viruses spike and variants increase dramatically this winter, along with the growing number of cases of measles, we encourage everyone to consider vaccinations and joining us on Zoom if you don't feel well. We also have supplies at the entry and a reminder that we request anyone testing positive or significantly exposed to contact our president, Jude Lowry. Yeah. Our fellowship is a light for liberal religion in the mountains that values diversity and the richness it brings to our community. Our celebration of diversity is reflected in the variety of our Sunday services. In addition to different topics, our service sequence and length sometimes vary. We hope today's service enriches your journey of discovery. This morning, we welcome our own Elise Boren, who will offer an opportunity for us to relax our minds, bodies, and spirits as we explore the intersection of science and spirit and experience the transformative benefits of sound. Elise will stop by the tech table to chat with the Zoomies after service, and roomies can ask about the bowls here in the sanctuary and then chat with her during potluck. Elise Boren is a Renaissance woman with fascinating quantum physics and Cajun roots. Yeah, yay. She has many interests and degrees and a strong belief that knowledge truly is power. Over her 38-year career as a hairdresser, Elise has had many changes in hair, seen many changes in hairstyles and fashion industry as a whole, which has given her many opportunities, one being research and development, creating new, environmentally friendly and innovative global hair products. To quote her, quote, "I love being a part of making amazing products that are striving to be better for humans, animals, and the environment." After having a life-changing accident early in her life, Elise was introduced to the magnificent power of sound, its healing capabilities, and she has managed her own personal chronic pain with sound for 40-plus years. This experience led her to become a nationally certified sound healer and life coach. Guided by the belief that holistic healing must encompass the mind, body, and spirit, Elise believes that we are all one and that healing needs to be all-inclusive to harmonize the body, mind, and spirit. Elise approaches her work with all her clients by listening attentively, seeking to understand their unique circumstances, and assisting them in overcoming obstacles that may hinder the achievement of their aspirations and goals. She has found Unitarian Universalism faith community that resonates deeply with her. Our opening words. Before we light our chalice, let's notice something simple and amazing. Even when we sit very still, we are moving. Our breath is moving in and out. Our hearts are quietly beating. Our world is humming and spinning and changing all around us. Today, we'll listen to sounds that help us notice this gentle movement outside us and inside us, too. And now let us light our chalice together. August and Jubilee, would you like to help? August, that would be wonderful. It's so good to see you. Be right there. We light our chalice to welcome everyone, young and old, quiet and wiggly, curious and calm. Scientists tell us that everything is moving, even when it looks still. Our voices move the air. Music moves our bodies. Even our hearts make tiny rhythms we can't see. Some people call it science. Some people call it spirit. We call it wonderful. Today we listen to sounds, bells, bowls, voices, and silence, and notice how they make us feel inside. If your body feels busy, the sounds can help it rest. If your heart feels heavy, the sounds can help it feel lighter. If you feel happy, the sounds can help you enjoy it even more. We light this chalice. Wonderful. Thank you. We light this chalice to remind us that we are part of this moving, singing world and that every one of us belongs. We'll begin with the science and a video introduction of the law of vibration. Thank you. That's great. Join me in welcoming Elise Boren.
Hello. I am so happy to be here today. The very first thing I want to start off with is I lived a dream last night. It was around 2009, right after this building had been built. It was kind of squeaky clean and new. And I came to a service, and I sat here the whole service saying, oh man, I really want to play my bowls in there. And I got to do that last night and then again this morning, and I knew the acoustics would be as amazing as they are in here. So thank you for indulging me in living a personal dream of being a part of this community, as well as bringing a huge part of my life to this community. Mary mentioned in my intro that I had a life-changing accident. Well, I was 9. I was a hurt little girl. And I began a journey after that horrible accident of intense migraines and like almost blackout pain. And a very dear friend of mine, whom I will always pay her homage, Janice, a fantastic, very granola, very hippie cool woman that led the hippie movement and fought on Washington and fought all over the world against the Vietnam War. She said, "Come here, girl, you need to have a tuning fork put to that neck." And my journey began. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to just share a bit of knowledge and the power of healing with the sound and all the different vibrations and frequencies. Honestly, I have to say, I feel like in this time given, I'm really just going to give you a grain of sand on a really big beach, okay? There's a lot to it. And if you can't tell by the video I picked to intro, I am a geek, okay? But it all ties together. By definition, sound therapy uses music, specialized instruments, in therapeutic ways, combined with deep self-reflection techniques to improve your overall health and well-being. As sound travels through a medium such as water, our bodies are full of water, it gets absorbed and caught by the molecules within the water. The water actually changes some of the acoustic energy within the sound wave into heat, and it creates a vibration of acoustic energy on a cellular level. It's real similar to when you're cold and you shake. We shake to warm up. Well, imagine that happening on a molecular level with sound and vibration and rhythms. This gives you energy flow throughout your whole body, and that in turn feeds your body where you need it. Our bodies are amazing, amazing things, and they are capable of infinite possibilities. In 2025, researchers at the Kyoto University discovered that human cells can hear and directly respond to sound waves, altering gene expression. Well, what's gene expression? Gene expression refers to turning genes on or off and gives you the capability of modulating how much protein a gene actually produces. Mechanobiology is the science of how the physical forces and mechanical environment influence our biological systems, including our cells, our tissues, and all molecules within the body. This study also revealed that cultured cells, when they were exposed to sound, they could change the behavior of the cell, such as suppressing fat production and formation and various other ailments. To further it, in their research, they proved that 190 genes were sensitive to sound waves. Cells detect these vibrations through mechanical, non-contact, or pressure-sensitive mechanisms. These results also align with their 2018 findings that showed targeted responses to sound and mechanical vibrations had a beneficial effect on stem cells. Told you I'm a geek. But I just have to say, why am I giving you all this? Because in the holistic world, and any of us that buy into any holistic healing, there's always that group of people that are like, ugh, it's woo-woo. There's nothing to it, right? So that's why I'm giving you a little bit more of the nuggets of science that back this. Rhythm truly is more than just patterns and beats of music. It's an expression of our inner tempo and reflection of our connection to ourselves and the world around us. Everything has its own frequency, and when we are in tune with our own personal rhythm, we become able to be in tune with the universe as a whole. Finding your rhythm through sound, it's a transformative journey. Mary and I have been talking about that a lot, getting ready for this. I'm still working on it, just so you know. One that this journey invites you to engage in music, ambient noises, and even the cadence of your own voice or heartbeat. This enables you to unlock your own creativity. It can assist you with focus, and it has been proven that you overall have a better sense of well-being and health. It allows you, if you think about it, to embrace each moment and be completely present in your own world. It also allows you to be more aware of your environment and how it is affecting you. It gives you the opportunity to make changes where needed. Rhythm, in its simplest form, is a repeated pattern of music or sound. In music, it sets the pace or structure, guiding the listener and the performer alike. However, rhythm exists everywhere. Your own footsteps when you walk, your heartbeat, the natural flow of your breathing. Discovering personal rhythm means understanding your own personal patterns, both internally and externally. And when we use sound in various rhythms and frequencies, they guide your own transformation. Yo-Yo Ma has stated, as you begin to realize that every different type of music has its own rhythm, so does life, language, and heritage. Once realized how life changes, you can learn to be more open and adaptive to what is around you. The oldest known example of a musical instrument was over 43,000 years ago, and it was a flute made out of bone. There's an abundance of ancient prehistory artifacts showing evidence of sound being used as healing tools. Many prehistoric cultures had the women as their healers in their tribes, using various instruments. Earliest written records show that even in Samaria, 4500 BC, was a kickoff point to using various sounds. And they chose to use a lot of sounds from nature. In ancient Egypt, Imhotep was credited with healing with sound, and he was later deified for his magical and mystical powers. There are many other historical records dating back as far as the Middle Paleolithic period. In more recent history, and this is an awesome human that started my journey in my studies, Dr. Rife actually killed and imploded a cancer cell in a petri dish with sound and frequency. That was 1931. His technologies that you might know today are ultrasounds. They built the ultrasound machines from Dr. Rife's technologies. And you may also know of a little thing called a TENS machine. And they have you put it somewhere on your body, and it gives you a rhythmic electric pattern to ease your pain. You can thank Dr. Rife for that. When you have a strong connection with the rhythms that surround you and your own personal rhythm, it opens you up to be more creative. It gives you pathways and areas that you may have never seen. It improves your focus and can help sharpen your attention, making it easier to concentrate on the task at hand. What it does for stress, I could spend a whole time talking about what it does for stress and balancing your metabolism and your heartbeat and all these things. But stress reduction is a huge part of sound healing and rhythmic sounds. Waves, or heartbeat-like sounds, they calm your nervous system to a norm, if that's a good way of saying it. When we do this in a community setting, a lot of people hear about drum circles. I actually call them sound circles because I bring everything. But when you share your experiences in a community situation, it gives people, when they were tested by several different studies, it fosters a sense of unity, like-mindedness, and community. I always like to think of this as, we're herd animals. We like to hang out together with our tribe, right? In my practice, I focus on balancing your energy. In the center of our bodies, we have something called chakras. There are 7 of them in our bodies. Chakra is Sanskrit for wheel of motion or circle of energy. It depends on which version of the world you translate it from. What this means is that at our intersections, when there is a tightness and that section is blocked, you don't get proper energy flow from the right side to the left or the left side to the right. And that blocked energy happens for a long time. That's when you start creating health issues for those areas that aren't being fed properly. Through sound and your own rhythm and detecting what you need to do for you, because there's lots of tools in this world, you can actually keep your chakras balanced and keep your flow balanced and help alleviate a lot of your health issues from happening. At the very least, it makes you feel better, that's for sure. Taking all of this into consideration, when we are conscious of the energy, Einstein said it with E equals MC squared, around us, we can embrace it or run. I like to think of this as don't let the ick stick, right? Because have you all ever walked into somewhere and the energy just drops you the minute you're in there? It's because we're all connected and all of the energy that's in a room or given in an area, it radiates from what's going on. Rhythm, vibration, created from anything in the universe, affects us whether we know it or not. Last night when I was so blessed to have this sound bath here last night. And when we were all talking last night and everyone was laying on the floor right there where you all are sitting in the middle, we were discussing the calm. We also increased, there were 12 people, 11 something. We increased the temperature in this room 7 degrees, okay? There was calm, there was balance, and something else that happened was there was a like-mindedness when we were talking. Something that I always think about because I truly believe in the oneness of the universe, that we are all connected and everything's intertwined. That I always like to say for people that don't know, the Earth's frequency is 7.83 hertz. To make your hair and your skin neutral, which is where you want to be, it's a pH of 7. In chemistry, when I'm in the lab designing hair color, we get all of our chemicals to various balances of what? The number 7. Okay? And if you look on the Salvangio Trail, or what's called the golden scale, which if you guys think of a snail, the circle of their shell, you can stack that inside of the snail shell over just about everything you can get a sidebar of, and they will match. That's no coinky dinky. I'm sorry. I could go on and on, but I want to tell you something. I'm very excited to share with you all this part of my life. I'm very excited to talk to you later, maybe have you come see me, whatever. And I did put my cards at the back, so if we need a private conversation later, that's why I want you to have my phone number. But I am very excited to share with you one of my most favorite books of all time. I read it regularly to remind me to not let the ick stick. I also like to be reminded that in life, when things are getting us down, we have the power within us to change it. And just like I've spoken about different rhythms and beats, I encourage you to focus and try to find your own rhythm. And I'm here to help guide you if you want to bend my ear. And I liken it to something as simple as preferring jazz over opera, preferring soprano sounds versus alto, liking to listen to birds and trees in the wind. I encourage you to find what that rhythm is for you and know that it'll change too, and use them all. And that's a big part of what this book reminds me of. I read it on a regular basis, and I try to share it with people as often as possible. I thank you so much for letting me run my mouth, and I look forward to our future conversations. Here is one of my most favorite books of all time.
Elise, what a blessing. Oh, so fabulous. Absolutely. We are so grateful for the joy of new knowledge and new experiences that join science and spirit. We're also grateful for the diverse gifts of time, talent, and treasure that are given by so many in love and in hope. Now, please join me in the dedication of our gifts. All gifts given in love and hope continue a cycle of love and hope. So may it be. Thank you for your support. All financial gifts are appreciated. There's an offering plate at the sanctuary entry where there are also stamped addressed envelopes to mail. Donations are also welcome electronically, including a PayPal link on our website and in the UU View. There's also a celebration jar here and a basket for coffee hour donations downstairs in Celebration Hall. As we prepare for joys and concerns, know they will be edited out before being posted online. Our visitors, it's a joy to welcome visitors this morning. If you would like to introduce yourself, please raise your hand on Zoom first and then on a mute, see if we have anyone visiting on Zoom. We're all well known to each other there. Is there anyone in the sanctuary who'd like to introduce themselves? A microphone will come your way right now.
I'm Aaron McMullen, and I'm friends with Jill and Jude, and I had the pleasure of coming out yesterday and seeing the house, and the pleasure of being here today to worship with you guys.
It's a delight to have you with us. We have anyone else? Wonderful, thank you. A pebble cast into a pond causes ripples that spread in all directions. We now invite you to share the joys and concerns you carry in your hearts. This is time to speak what matters most to you, celebrations that lift your spirit, worries that weigh upon you, gratitude that fills you, or needs for which you're seeking support. Your words matter here, your experiences matter here, you matter here. If you'd like, you're welcome to share a brief special joy or concern, and I'll drop a pebble in the water. We'll begin with those on Zoom, and we'll follow with those in the sanctuary and invite sanctuary folks to line up near the piano. So do we have a last final pebble as we acknowledge our shared joys and concerns, our celebrations and struggles, our hopes and our heartaches. May we know that we do not carry our burdens alone, or our joys are multiplied when shared. May we hold one another gently in our hearts, remembering that we belong to one another. And now we have a very special few minutes of reflection as Elise plays the bowls and other instruments for us.
I encourage you to take a nice, big, deep breath. You can close your eyes or not, and just go with it.
Our closing song is The Law of Rhythm.
Everything moves, everything swings. The pulse of time in invisible strings. The tide goes out, the tide comes in. Cycles of loss, cycles begin. Nothing stays, it breathes, it turns. The lesson repeats until one learns. Every rhythm divine in pace moves creation through sacred space. High to low, and back again. Life ascends, descends, sustains. The pendulum swings, it knows no pause. Motion eternal, effect and cause. The moon retreats, the sun will rise. The same old dance across the skies. From joy to grief, from peace to pain. The current flows through each domain. Every season tells the law. Birth, decay, the hitting draw. You cannot hold the upward climb. You must descend in rhythm's time. The wise don't fight the cosmic beat. They move their steps with measured feet. They ride the low with quiet grace and wait for the high to take its place. When winter bites, remember spring. When silence hums, the choir sing. When you fall deep, don't curse the night. You'll rise again through rimming light. For nothing dies, it only sleeps. The pulse of life forever keeps. Flow with the wave, not against its hand. For rhythm builds what chaos plans. The fool resists, the sage aligns. He reads the pulse between the lines. Every sorrow hides its peak. Every high descends unique. The tide that drops will always climb in harmony with sacred time. The river bends but never breaks. It flows the form creation takes. Each soul breathes in, then out again. A timeless loop through joy and pain. The universe inhales and sighs. Stars collapse and new ones rise. The pendulum's path, both left and right, draws the arc from dark to light. Opposites meet in rhythmic spin. The wave begins where it ends within. Every heart holds the cosmic drum. Its beat repeats where we are from. Your mood, your thoughts, they ebb and flow. Like ocean tides, they come, they go. The law remains through every strain. No joy forever, no endless pain. The rhythm heals, the rhythm breaks. It gives, it takes, it recreates. If you fall low, don't fear the space. The swing returns with equal grace. Don't grip the joy, don't flee the shade. Just move within the world you made. Control the swing, don't let it rule. For rhythm serves the conscious tool. You are not the wave, you are the sea. Unmoved, aware, infinity. The masters learn to slow the swing, to stay in center, observing things. They rise above, they don't resist. They move through change like flowing mist. For when you know the law inside, you surf the change, you do not hide. The pendulum's pull becomes your friend. You ride the rhythm to ascend. So when life dips, don't call it curse. It's just the breath of the universe. Expansion, contraction, the cosmic art. Each pulse repairs the broken part. All motion breathes, all matter grows through rhythmic laws. The spirit knows the law of rhythm. The unwritten guide teaches flow, not fight but tide. Every atom, every star beats to the same eternal bar. Up and down, night and day, the same pattern lights the way. You are rhythm, pure and deep. In your pulse, the cosmos sleeps. Everything flows, nothing's confined. The song of time within the mind.
Our closing words. The sounds we heard are still traveling in the room, in our ears, and in our hearts. As we leave this place, we can carry the calm with us. We can carry the kindness with us. We can carry the quiet music inside us. And when things feel loud or hard, we can remember we are made of the same moving, singing stuff as the stars and the seas and one another. Our chalice extinguishing. Jubilee, would you like to help? We would be so happy if you do. Thank you. No, well, can you wait just 1 second? We now put out the flame, but music does not disappear. Can you put it out? Gently. Beautiful, thank you. That's wonderful. Like a bell that has been rung, its sound may fade, but the tiny waves keep traveling, too small to see, too kind to forget. So may the calm we found here travel with us. May the kindness grow with us. May the quiet music inside us help us listen better, care deeper, and rest when we need to. We put out this flame with thoughtful, thankful hearts, knowing the light has changed us just a little for the good. The flame goes out, but the good feeling stays. Thank you for joining us today. We know you have many options on how to spend your Sunday morning, and we're deeply grateful you chose to spend it in community with us. Following service, Elise will stop by the tech table to visit with the Zoomies, and then we'll join the roomies to chat about the bowls and enjoy potluck with us in Celebration Hall. Visitors, some of our more extroverted members and friends will use the red cups so you can easily find folks who love to chat. Next Sunday, we'll welcome Fallon Herrard, an African-American faculty member at Southwestern Community College, to help us celebrate Black History Month. We also have a Love Out Loud rally this coming Saturday on Valentine's Day, and we could have our yellow shirts out celebrating all of that. Please rise and body your spirit. Those in the sanctuary may choose to hold hands for our covenant. See how we do here. We're doing it. Oh, and here comes Karen. Yay, we want to make sure she's here. Yay. Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and community is its goal. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. So may it be. Let's wave goodbye. Up, turn to your right here in the sanctuary, and they're waving goodbye to us. Wonderful.